don't think I've ever, like... Oh, wait. Oh, I'll give this one to Ian. I'm liking this already. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher. And first of all, welcome to the first video of 2023. How are you? Are you still hungover? I currently am not, but current Jen then might, I don't know, I'm not unprofessional. I hope you all had a wonderful celebration on Saturday, was it? Or Saturday, is it? It's very confusing right now. But I hope whatever you did, you had a lovely celebration with loved ones and friends and family. And let's bring on 2023. To start off 2023, as you can see from the title, I will be reacting to and analysing a new voiceover on my channel. I have grown to really love this singer. That's all thanks to Ian. For those of you who don't know who Ian is, where you been? You may recognise the name Ian from some of the covers I've done. We also released our acoustic album last year in November, so do go and check that out. It is called Layers, Ian and Jen. I'll leave the link in the description below. But the reason why I've mentioned Ian is because he's given me a few little songs that he feels like I should react to. And let's see where it takes us. As you can see by the title, I'll be reacting to Cornell, Stay With Me, Baby. I opened my eyes to his Higher Truth album, is that what it's called? Yes, Higher Truth, and it was actually, Cornell was on my Wrapped last year. You know, beautiful vocals. I am excited to hear this and see this. I haven't seen this yet, but we're going to watch it together and I will be reacting to and analysing it here. So yes, this will be a reaction and analysis video where I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. I am so excited to be diving into the vocals that we're going to hear today. If I end up pausing a little bit too much for you, feel free to click off this video. I know this sort of reaction won't be for everyone, but I'm just going to be clear now that this is a reaction and analysis video where I will be stopping. If you do enjoy what I do over here, then please do consider checking me out on Patreon. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button over here. Let's go. I forgot to say this was just audio. What was happening musically there? Oh my goodness. I love the organ sound and the bass line just at the beginning as well. But instantly, I cannot get over his vocals. And we've just heard two lines. It's this kind of very forward present feel with his slight breathy distorted sound. It's just... Where did you go? And that vibrato. When things went wrong, baby, who did you turn to find a shoulder to lay your head upon? Oh, I'll give this one to Ian. I'm liking this already. It's the way he kind of lingers just underneath notes as well. Which is really, really lovely, and it because you want it to kind of go there, but he doesn't. Like that kind of, where is that? Who did you turn, baby? Who did you turn to? So that belongs there. Who? To find a show. Find. On that F there. So find, which is just kind of, it's like, it's very bluesy, and it just kind of, it doesn't, it's so good. Turn to find a shoulder to lay your head upon. Oh, baby, wasn't I there? I like at the end of his phrase, his words there, he's like outpouring a lot of breath as well. He does have this underlining breath in his voice in this vocal line, which is very unique to him. But what's also really lovely is that when he does go, for example, in the fan, which is just at the beginning of his first passage, he is able to keep hold of that like stable sound, even with this breath coming through, and there's kind of like huskiness to it. There. Oh, I loved those stops. We need to go back and listen to that again. Oh, the notes, they say, like, it seems so spoken like still, but what's really interesting is that he's not pulling up with his thicker folds. You can hear like that kind of breath coming through. So what that is that the vocal folds aren't closing all the way. We're kind of getting little gaps as the vocal folds are vibrating of breath coming through. But when we go up there, we need to make sure, we need to have a little bit more resistance to make sure it's just not like just full-on breath, because the vocal folds are thinning out, right? Especially where he's up there on that B4, because that is going to go into his second passage soon. We have many kind of different passages as we go through our range. The most obvious in our first passage is from our thicker folds to our thinner folds, which for lower set voices, male voices, happens around E, F, F sharp. This is obviously up there, but it's still so spoken like because he is calling, right? So we can get an element of our chest voice up there, just not a full chest voice. It's a chest dominant sound, but it's just so light and just not forced at all, even though it's not a clean sound and there's that like kind of husky, like unclear sound there that's just so unique to Chris Cornell's voice. He isn't reaching up there, and it's not like he's reaching up with his thickness. It's like gliding. So nice in that mix. That's a freaking D4-5. On this eval, E kind of favors a bit more of a head voice sound. So what did he say here? But we are getting a bit of an eval, and that's what's keeping the that's what's keeping those two notes sounding similar, is that he's dropping the and keeping it a bit more of an eval. On this stay with me, what's he doing there? With me, baby. So it's not closing to an E, me. He's kind of keeping on an E. Again, just stay has a diphthong, right? A. We've got two vowels in that stay as we close into that E vowel. But what he's doing, he is still closing up on that stay, but he's keeping hold of that E vowel a little bit longer. And also baby, we're not saying baby, we're going baby. We're keeping hold of the open vowel rather than closing, because that's what's going to get us having a lot more of a thicker, fuller sound. And we're not going to close and kind of go into a different quality, a different timbre. And he's keeping that, it's so like from the heart. That's what, you know, you can have great technique and sing, but if you're not connecting to what you're singing and not showcasing your story and your heart, then you're just singing notes, like not singing the story. You know, it's very evident here. Right at the end. That It's so good. What's great as well is that when he comes down, like you can hear a difference from the stay, which is like he's still using a lot of breath. Down here, he's still got a lot of breath as well, but you can feel it's a lot more thicker. He's in his chest voice here. That's quite... Yeah, that little passage actually there, very, very well connected. So offering us something different tone-wise, which is great. So we're playing, you know, we are playing around with the different resistance levels of our vocal folds, which is great. So it's like that keeping them strengthened and just changing up the sound of it. So it's not always sounding the same. We're not always getting the same quality. But obviously it's still got his unique sound. Think I've ever like that's okay. Let's put this into words. So this D5, talking from a musical theatre brain, is like our Elphaba Wicked vibes. And you know, if you're a musical theatre, and you're probably not if you're watching this, but if you're watching this because of you know, that is da, hey, hey. That's like a call for me, right? Hey, that is in my past my first passage, about to go into my second passage, a few notes up there, but like it's in a lovely high belt for me. Put this in a lower set voice, like da, you just go and he's popping so much speech quality in there. He is respecting his vocal folds, right? The vocal folds, in order for us to sing a higher note, the vocal folds are stretching out. Think of it like an elastic band. When we're singing in our chest voice, they're short and thick, and as we stretch up, they're getting thinner and stretching out. So naturally, they're going to do that. We can't change anything about that. But what we can do is practice around with resistance and whining and twang to get it thicker, to get it a thicker feel. And like the call out that he has here, it's so like heart emotive, just everything full. They're like, I think he's saying needed you, but need again, E vowels, need, E vowels, if we were just going pure E, we would probably switch into head voice. But he's dropping it a little bit to an needed you, and you as well. He's opening up to an everything open vowel, because that's how we're going to get much more of a thicker sound. There's so much cry in there. And like you can tell that up there, it's not like he's in pain. He's in pain because of the emotion and the story that he's telling, but he's not like, ow, like, ow, my vocal folds are hurting. As we sing more and use our voice more, our lower register starts kind of like, not disappearing, but it kind of like goes a little bit, which is why when we belt these high notes that we kind of come back down, it's like, whoa, where is it? It's just because we're using our voice. Naturally, we're going to be, as we're using our voice, it's kind of like wear and tear. It's not painful, it's just what happens. But as we're going, I know we're not going too low, but as we're returning back to these lower notes for Chris Cornell, back to his chest voice, he's not like in pain going down there. It's like non-existence. You know, so up there, he's not in pain vocally. He's in pain storytelling wise, and he's like calling out in desperation. But as he returns back here, everything's still so beautifully connected. F sharp 3 down there, leave. It's just, you know, again, not incredibly low, but it's so connected. Oh, wait. That was a clean sound up there. So before, so D5 again. So before we get this kind of breath there, now you can hear a little bit of twang come in. That soft palate is risen. So twang is the AES, right? The area epiglottis sphincter, tightening of that. Imagine like, you can hear that like Wicked Witch of the West, Janice from Friends, whatever reference you want. Yeah, like that happening. Can you hear it kind of like starts and then he activates that and it gets so bright. Okay, this is like a big song. You could just imagine, like, you cannot sing this song and just be like, stay, like just sit still. Your whole body needs to be involved. Your whole body is very much a part of your voice. If, you know, you need to be supported and anchored. You can't just rely on your vocal folds. As soon as we start feeling tense somewhere, like your vocal folds are going to want to try and help, and they need to be just doing what they need to be doing. We can use our body and like our arms and our anchor point to like help us. That's what they're there for. But we don't want to be like rigid and tense. But yeah, you need your whole body involved for this. The fact like, so the come on, that's a proper call, right? Yes, it's a note because we don't just talk on like nothing. We're talking on pitch as well. But come on, he's literally calling that out. That's kind of the basis of what he's using for this whole, the whole song, the whole phrase. Like, you know, this whole kind of section that is up there around the B. Come on, like he's using that. You could literally use that as an exercise to warm up this part of your voice. But then what's also amazing is that he's calling, but he's also able to include a little riff and a run. Come on, stay with me, baby. He does that little kind of run right at the end. If you had so much tension, you'd be like no. Come on, stay with me, baby. So that would be an example of the not going to the diphthong. With, he doesn't even kind of close on the E there, right? Because he's keeping open. I am shooketh with this D5, by the way. Like with this, there's still a lot of breath in there. That's something that I would just, it's always good to work with using breath and with using a clear sound, because then you're strengthening the vocal folds. But like I said, the fact when he comes back down here, it's really clear and connected, and he's still, you know, I think it's part of his attractor state. And what attractor state means is just how we naturally speak. So it's no different. He's not putting it on for an effect or to like irritate and harm. Like it can get a little bit irritable if we're always breathy, but if it's kind of there naturally, then you're not adding any harm to what's already normal for you. I felt like crying several times there, but I didn't because it was just a lot of fun as well. Wow, man, what a voice. It's so sad. Yeah, I am really happy that we've kind of opened the doors to Chris Cornell on my channel. So if you're watching my channel for the first time, hi, I'm Jen, and you want me to kind of go anywhere else with Chris Cornell, then do let me know, because I you know, his voice is stunning. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis, and obviously thank you, Ian, for giving me the open the door to Chris Cornell. Do go and hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button if you did enjoy this reaction and analysis video, and do go over and check me out on Patreon as well, and have a lovely rest of your day. On to 2023. See you soon. Bye.